The incident?
Fast! When the incident took place, the victim was alone on the table, sir. Here we understand that the guy, Glenn Elg, was listening to the radio at the time. Traces of poison were found in the coffee cup. And what we found was potassium cyanide. That stuff really packs a punch.
Ooh.
I know, I've eaten it. And it looks like Miss Bird might have had, well, some kind of motive.
Using the dark will make diffs. Fuck! Let me do that again. Using the dark will
Arrow?
arrow. I just aromatic for some reason. Using the dark aromatic depths of coffee to conceal the poison. Classy lady.
The facts of this case seem to be ironclad, the movie. Mr. Wright, I would ask you to begin your cross-examination, but... Yes? Please, no intimidation tricks this time around, is that understood? I already told you that wasn't me.
No, you're not me. Accept yourself. When the incident took place, the victim was alone at his table, sir.
Hold it! Can I stop you for just a minute? Huh? What is it? Did I say something that contradicts the evidence? Oh no!
Yeah. Oh!
He's so desperate for that to be true, he's practically crying. Your testimony just now doesn't match the testimony given by Miss Bird. She claims there was another man at the victim's table. Yeah, that's what she said, and I...
A killer wouldn't say that when faced with a homicide conviction.
Hey!
Sadly, her testimony isn't supported by the owner or the other customer. Isn't that right, Detective Gumshoe?
Yeah, it's true. Their two testimonies tie up on me. They both said there was no other guy at that table. What should I do? Should I press on this point a little harder or not?
What am I doing?
Leave it?
But we
I don't think I have any evidence to...
Well, we're pressing harder. We're just getting more information. We're not saying it. We're not contradicting it.
But it's not really new information. I see the judge is gonna yell at us.
There we go. We got it.
Well, maybe the other witnesses just missed him. Perhaps their view of the victim table was obscured in some way.
Huh. That argument is as weak as the coffee at Tribulations, trite. I have here in my possession a ticket.
A ticket? Looks more like a photo to me.
Yes, a one-way ticket to Guiltyville. Population, the defendant. This is a photograph taken from near the entrance to the kitchen.
This is the scene as witnessed by the chef moments after the poisoning took place, correct?
I think the court will agree that with such a clear view of the scene of the crime. How, Mr. Trite, could have anyone... how anyone... Fuck! 3, 2, 1... How, Mr. Trite, could anyone have overlooked a second person at the table?
You're fired.
Well, you were not going to press it. Everyone have gotten the evidence. Dummy! You press everything! Everything!
Except for the time I did press something and it was wrong.
Yeah, there's like 1 or 2 occasions, but all the fucking, like...
You can't yell at me if there are 1 or 2 occasions and I don't know when those occasions are!
Well, you just do it just in case.
But then I'm a failure because I got it wrong.
Well,
and lost health.
You might as well take ridicule for those 2 times that you get take damage rather than the 1 time that you don't do it and you have to do it to progress the story.
I'm gonna break your knees.
Okay.
I accept that.
Yeah. Seems reasonable.
Understandable. Understandable.
Yes.
It certainly seems to show the victim's table extremely clearly.
A photo of the scene taken from near the kitchen.
Can I see that photo one more time?
Oh, yeah.
Show me that photo. Let me see that photo. Come on, show me the photo. Show me the photo.
It is. We understand that the guy Glenn Elk was listening to the radio at the time.
So what if he just got out of the chair and was hidden?
There's a camera! No.
It was under the table.
Uh-oh.
He left before the coffee was delivered. He was listening to his radio, you say? Yeah, he had a portable radio in his chest pocket.
Maggie told us that too, didn't she? Something about how one of them had some sort of earpiece.
What should I do? Should I press on this point a little harder or not? You know what? You made a good
Have
point.
you learned your fucking
You
lesson?
made a good point. I'm still gonna leave it alone.
No!
And what was it that the victim was listening to on the radio, Detective Gumshoe? Huh? How should I know? Thanks a lot. We're now one step closer to the middle of nowhere.
This isn't going very well, is it?
Shut up, Maya! I wish it was you and not your sister that
Yeah.
died.
Ouch. But I'll come back as a spirit, and fucking taunt you.
Detective, could you perhaps tell us about the poison and how it was used?
You can't avoid us, Faye sisters.
What?
Traces of poison were found in this coffee cup.
Why is the judge moving the case along?
Yeah.
Is it supposed to be me asking the questions? The judge is like, ignore the question, just go to the next one.
Yeah.
So traces of the poison were found in the coffee cup and nowhere else? Not sure I get you, pal. The poison, was the poison a liquid or was it a powder? If I had to put it in layman's terms, I'd say it was a powdery substance. So the poison could have been in anything that was on the table. Sugar, salt, pepper?
Huh! Do you put salt and pepper in your coffee, Trite?
No, but have you tasted the inedible food?
Yeah.
It needs it.
Yeah.
The victim took his coffee black, no sugar. Seems the poison could only have been in that coffee. Could not have been in the coffee. What should I do? Should I press on the point a little harder or not? You know what?
Character work, have a character work. We need it. For the
Fool me
progression.
once, shame on you.
For the progression of the story.
Fool me twice, shame on you. Fool me 3 times?
Think about the ratings.
I'm stupid.
What? No, 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 no!
So, I got no evidence. So I can't back up my claims. So I gotta press harder.
Oh. And then the inspirational music comes in.
His character arc! His character arc!
And I rise up!
Am I in Django?
Yeah.
What's that mean? Are you absolutely certain the victim even drank any of his coffee? Huh? What do you mean? According to this file, the poison was found in the victim's coffee cup. But what proof is there that the victim ever drank any of it? Oh, hey, you're right. That's what I was thinking. He drops the cup.
In case you were wondering, that last objection was for the detective there.
Huh? For me? A coffee!
Oh, hey, you're right. You might be fooling the court, but I'm not falling for it. If you have the time to waste, you have the time to present that piece of evidence.
The poison violet. It's the violet. It's poison. it's the poison violet. that piece, sir?
Yes, that piece.
He pulls out like a chess piece.
Yeah.
What piece was it again?
This!
That's a really soft cup, or we have such a strong head and it's such a strong cup that it does not shatter. I want one Phoenix game where he throws his cup and just
Yeah.
I should be grateful this cup only hot enough to give me first degree burn. Oh, now I remember. The coffee burns down his throat. Oh, well, my hair came out.
Ah, I'm going bald!
We're good. Did I still not get all my hair? No, that's just the loose hair.
You're imagining things. Stop taking acid before our sessions.
Don't tell the audience
That you're unprofessional?
that I'm on drugs!
Oh.
That's none of their business!
Well, that's kind of obvious.
This YouTube channel was filmed in front of a live studio audience.
Yes.
This is the victim's coffee cup.
Yes. The victim's cup. Take a good look at the rim.
Oh, we gave it a rim job.
No, yes.
Oh, yes. It's unmistakably... I mean, we just did see a penis in a park.
True, yes.
It would not shock me if they made a rim job joke.
Well, they made a lobster look like a penis in the last game, so...
It's unmistakably there. There's clearly a coffee stain on it.
Conclusive proof that the victim did drink the poison coffee that was in this cup.
So they're just a big fan of putting phallic
The
things?
victim gulped the bitter death of the waitress brought to him like this!
Oh my god! That was such a quick drink!
Yeah.
For the record, the only prints on the cup were the victims and the defendants.
Coffee cup. The coffee contains potassium cyanide covered in the victim and Maggie's fingerprints.
Upon further investigation of this cup, we found a certain chemical substance.
And what we found was potassium cyanide. That stuff really packed a punch.
How do you know that it packs a punch? Have you tried it? Potassium cyanide. I've heard of that chemical before. Isn't that what they used in the Cold War?
Nope. So it's what they used on the pills in the first case to kill Phoenix.
Phoenix is dead?
Yes.
This is a ghost?
Ooh. This is truly a ghost trick.
No, they used
Phantom detective.
So I was right. They used it in the Cold War.
Ooh.
You know, you bring a spy in and they're just like, I just gotta break my tooth and then I'll die.
Yeah.
Exactly how strong is the poison? Detective Gumshoe.
Everybody has one of those.
You don't got a fake tooth with cyanide in it?
Yeah.
It's, well, that stuff's lethal. Eat too much in your history.
How much is too much?
A gram?
A lethal dose is 0.2 grams. That's about enough to finish anyone off. 0.2 grams. How much is that?
It's about, what, 20 milligrams?
Yeah.
My math is right. I might be very wrong.
Probably, but who's keeping track?
Shut up. You know when you swab your ears for earwax? It's about that much. Earwax, huh? Sounds like something Gumshoe's got in abundance of. Such a small quantity of poison could have been concealed anywhere. Like cleavage.
And it looks like Miss Bird might have had some kind of motive.
Some kind of motive? Yeah, but if you ask me, it's been blown way out of proportion.
You know what my golden rule is, detective?
Keep your trap shut.
Chuck out a bad cup of coffee. You can always get another.
I don't get you. Get it.
I'm saying we can always get another witness on the stand if we have to chuck you out. So stick to the facts, detective. Now then, what was Miss Bird's motive?
Come on, Gumshoe. Come on, Gumshoe. They said she wanted to steal a lottery ticket. I knew it! That's what we heard yesterday, too. It disappeared from the scene of the crime.
And it wasn't just any lottery ticket. It was a winning ticket for $500,000. Mr. Armstrong knew about the ticket too, didn't he? But he stole the wrong one.
Then, is it possible Maggie stole the winning one? What should I do? Should I press on this point a little harder or not? Life's like a roller
Press
coaster.
harder!
Life's like a roller coaster, you know. We probably should have just left it be.
Yeah.
We've already had our arc. We gotta go back down.
No.
Wait a minute.
We can't Game of Thrones it, okay? We
That
can't,
show made billions.
we can't be like, I never really cared about the people of King's Landing. Innocent or otherwise. We can't do that, alright?
You're telling me their final season was awful?
Oh, yes, yeah, it was, yeah.
You're insane, man. You're upset about the fact that, you know, he stayed with his sister inside a crumbling building?
Yes!
When
because
his love interest was like, come on!
Because the previous 70 hours of watching it, it didn't seem like he wanted that.
What, you think he should have gone with Captain Phasma?
Especially like 3 hours before, he was like, Cersei's a monster. And then 2 hours later, he's like, okay, never mind, bye-bye.
You think, he wanted to go with Captain Phasma and live with her after their love connection, and everyone's like, oh, they're really getting close.
And then he realized, oh no, she's like the principal of Wednesday's high school.
She's just a shapeshifter.
Yeah.
The mere fact that what, you don't like the Hound's death? I think that was the only one that was actually kind of decent.
Yes, and also, Jorah's. Jorah's as well was pretty decent because we died protecting Daenerys.
Who?
Jorah Mormont. My queen. Now, look, I know I have sexual interest in you. Don't banish me. Oh shit, I got a disease now. I'm back.
Scales?
Yes.
Alright.
That's Jorah Mormont.
It's been so long since I watched it. You said the name, I was like, isn't that the guy that follows with her? The redhead and they could scale? No.
Yes.
I mean, the Hound's death could have been better, but it was decent for what they
yes.
gave us. The mere fact that the lottery ticket disappeared in no way implicates my client.
I have here in my hand the very ticket in question.
That's the $500,000 lottery ticket. Get it here!
Oh.
One of the female police officers found it when she was conducting a search of the defendant. What?
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I know. Order!
Ah! Huh. She's quite a lucky bird, our little waitress.
Was that Kudo in the audience?
Ah!
You will submit that ticket as evidence to this court immediately. I've spent it, Your Honor.
Oh.
Bought myself a coffee shop.
Yeah.
I'd better keep an eye on that ticket, the way the judge's voice is quivering.
Victim's lottery ticket. A winning ticket for $500,000 found during a body search of Maggie.
This ticket was presented to the court in the previous trial too. But it feels heavier now. Somehow, $500,000, you say?
It's just a scrap of paper.
It's already been cashed out, Your Honor.
What matters is where it was found, Your Honor.
And that's on Maggie's person, unfortunately. That's enough! The fact of this case seem overwhelmingly clear to me. The defendant has had ample opportunity to commit the crime of which she is charged. Furthermore, I'm turning into Smithers.
Mr. Burns, yeah.
Smithers, bring me my breakfast.
No.
It seems beyond reasonable doubt that she did indeed commit this crime.
I like an old man who knows the score.
There's also the matter of $500,000 lottery ticket. Leave it with me. That alone provides a very credible motive. I mean, for that sum of money, even I might be tempted to bend the rules.
I don't mind an old man who was weak to the siren call of money. Not good, Nick. The evidence against Maggie is starting to pile up fast.
Is that an Easter egg to Mr. Krabs?
Yeah. Money.
Yeah, that's because the court has ruled guilty once already.
I'd say it's about time to wrap up this repeat performance.
I get to call more witnesses?
With one final, decisive piece of evidence.
He's got more evidence? It's Maggie?
This is the apron the delightful Miss Bird was wearing at the time. Wow.
Ooh,
That's not the cleanest apron I've ever seen.
The stain looks like... Can't be blood, can it?
Huh! It seems the star of our play was a little flustered. And somehow spilled coffee on herself.
Coffee. Not exactly the first thing that caught my eye.
Of course. The coffee stain isn't the most interesting thing about this apron.
It's the plaid.
No, there's something else that stands out even more.
Looks like a cat. Something else, I presume you mean?
Of course, I'm referring to the pocket.
The pocket?
A search carried out right after the incident uncovered this. Potassium cyanide. The very poison used by the killer was in her apron pocket.
Bottle of poison in Maggie's pocket? Yeah, Maggie's prints were the only ones on. What? Order! The court will accept these items into evidence.
Apron worn by Maggie at the time of the incident has a small pocket but big stains. Potassium cyanide, a deadly powdery poison, bears Maggie's fingerprints found in her apron pocket. I don't know what I read.
Deadly fingerprints? It sounded like you were trying to say.
Has deadly
fingerprints. There's something still bothering Mr. Goto. Why have you not explained the bloodstain to the court? It's ketchup, Your Honor.
Bloodstain? What bloodstain would that be?
Don't play games, he can't see red. His visor, he can't see red. Don't play games, prosecutor. The blood-colored stain that is smeared all over the apron.
That's ridiculous. No one told me anything about a bloodstain.
You don't need to be told. Just look at it.
Well, detective, could this stain really be blood?
No way, sir. It's just ketchup. I called it.
Ooh.
Sir. Ketchup? Must have gotten some on her apron while taking some of their breakfast that day. You could have spoken up a little sooner, Detective Gumshoe.
Pull a stunt like that again and I'll have you drink 17 cups of ketchup, witness.
I thought everyone knew that already. It was already. What it was already. I haven't seen anything yet to make me doubt the last ruling I made on this case. The motive, the opportunity, the supporting evidence. They've all been clearly established.
Well, trite. It seems you really are a phony after all.
You really know how to drive a man nuts.
Sexually.
You know how to drive my nuts.
Yeah.
Witness, please continue with your testimony. Describe for the court the crime scene and the findings of your investigation there. Come on, Smithers.
Yeah.
The crime was reported at 2:25 p.m. by a kind of scary... What, huh? 1:30 and 2:30, right? What the autopsy said.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. So it's within the time. Got it. Kind of scary old man, sir. Poor Maggie had passed out from the shock. It must have been real tough for her. The victim didn't have any identification on him. But we figured out who he was pretty quick, and then the investigation went smoothly. When Maggie was searched, we found a lottery ticket. She was passed out. You're telling me somebody couldn't have just...
Nope.
She was passed out!
When
Maggie was searched. We found a lottery ticket and a bottle of poison.
should have had a better perception check, alright?
Can I roll to see if I notice anybody put something in my apron? Yeah, sure.
Perception check? Natural one. There you go.
No, I got a nat one.
Yep.
You pass out and you
Yeah.
have no idea what anybody put on you.
Somebody drew a dick on your face.
Can I have an intelligence check to identify what's been on me?
Yeah.
Also in that one.
Oh, yeah. Looks like a banana.
You later find out that it's a bottle of poison.
Yeah.
And that was it. There was nothing else missing from the crime scene. You identified the victim and secured... Yoda? Secured your prime suspect very
Victor did.
effective it was. I read my line.
Very good, it was. Last chance to convince the court you're a real lawyer, right?
Stick it in me, you must.
Pleasure I must receive.
Honor your master, you have to.
Don't count on any more cross-examinations after this one. So, let the fun begin. Investigation!
Talk dirty, I like.
The crime was reported by 225 by this kind of scary old man, sir.
Got it. That's in the death time, so...
Jedi, you are not. Boy toy, you are.
Small, you are.
Yeah. Jedi with big penis.
You are not.
You have no penis.
Chinese meal. Such a
Sorry. Yeah.
Scary old man, Detective Gumshoe. There's an old man who's a regular at the restaurant where the incident happened. Ah, we're obviously talking about the same old man. That horny fucker. Yeah. Officers were dispatched right away, right after the report came in, but the old guy still made a fuss. What took you so long? Then he hurled abuse at them, and seeds! Threw a seed on them. Seeds!
It was nothing. I caught each one with my teeth.
You got a seed in your teeth? Yuck! What a sexual case this is. I guess not even the mighty Godo can avoid being attacked by that guy.
The old man was the only other customer in the place at the time.
I love the fact that this game made a horny old man.
Yeah.
That's so good.
I mean, we got Director Hottie, but that's a pedophile, rather. You know. Are the horny old...
I think it's just this guy so far.
Sometimes the judge goes into it. He's like, oh, hubba. But that's it.
It's more like he's love struck instead of the...
Yeah.
Instead of this old man who's like, I wanted to...
Yeah.
Oh my...
He took his time finding the payphone, apparently. So he was late reporting the crime. Poor Maggie had passed out from the shock. It must have been real tough for her.
Or did somebody strangle her?
Ooh.
How long was the defendant unconscious for? The officers got to the crime scene at around 2:40. Maggie was still out cold in the kitchen. In the kitchen?
Yep, at the time. In the kitchen, yes.
Where nobody else could see her except for the chef.
Yeah.
Suspicious. Took another 10 minutes or so before she came to.
Better call Popeye because this case getting a little suspicious.
I would have liked to have been on the scene myself. I bet you would have liked to have carried out the search too. I would have loved to see Maggie asleep like that, all pretty and peaceful. Dude.
Come on, dude. Wake up, man. You doing alright?
Phoenix is over there like, shut up!
What the fuck, man?
You're a professional, Detective Gumshoe, not a professional bird watcher.
Save the
Godo's just like, you fucking creep.
Save the romantics for your own time, Detective. All we need to know is about the investigation.
Gumshoe, she's in the audience right now. Like, she's right there.
Yeah.
Oops, I guess I'm pretty red right now, aren't I? What I wouldn't do.
The victim didn't have any ID on him.
You didn't have any? You saying that it was stolen then? No, I don't think so. The victim didn't have a driver's license or even a credit card on him, pal. All he had was 58 cents in his wallet. Then how was he gonna pay? How was he gonna pay? It's an expensive restaurant.
Maybe the person who was with was going to pay for him.
Was he blowing the chef?
Yes.
58 cents? Yeah, I can't believe I found someone with less than their wallet to pay, pal. The victim sounds like he was a thoroughly miserable young man.
Some kind of outlaw. Why not give him a bit of an edge?
Alright, so Red Guy's a bit of a con artist. Got it. Think I'm onto something here.
But we figured out who he was pretty quick, and then the investigation went smooth.
Wait a sec. Huh? Did I say something dumb again? Let me paraphrase what you just testified to this court. The victim didn't have any form of ID on him. That's basically what you said, yes? Yeah, basically. In that case, how were you able to identify the victim so quickly? Oh, that. He's so let down. He's got the whole sagging shoulders, puppy eyes thing. Fuck yeah. There was a prescription bag on the victim's table along with a lottery ticket.
Seems Mr. Glenn Elk visited his doctor before he went to Tribulations.
What if that isn't the victim's name and Glenn Elk is the other guy?
The phony?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And because nobody identified that there was a phony there, they just assumed the prescription bag was his.
Yeah, okay.
We got the victim's name from the medical records of the doc who prescribed the meds. Is it Hottie? Was it Hottie? Is Hottie coming back? No!
Thankfully not. You're okay. You're good. Unless...
That's a reliable enough source for this court. What should I do? Should I leave this alone or ask more? Well, you know my answer...
Nope!
Is gonna be to, ask about the prescription.
Okay, good.
So, what sort of medicine was in the bag? Well, actually, the bag we found was empty. Was it where the green vial was? Huh? Yeah, completely. Yeah, because it could be the green vial and then the fucking chef stole it. It was completely empty.
Victim's prescription bag. The victim got this from the doctor before going to trade beyond. The bag is empty. Huh.
Lovers.
You're entering an empty paper bag as evidence? Huh. That's about all you tried. Now, what happened with the investigation after that, detective? When Maggie was searched, we found a lottery ticket and the bottle of poison.
But the defendant had been passed out for a while, correct? In that case, isn't it possible someone planted the evidence in Maggie's pocket? Hey! Yeah, you nailed it, pal! Happens to me all the time. We had a department party the other day, and when I got home, I was wearing the boss's shoes!
Keep up this crazy testimony, detective, and no shoes will end up down your throat.
Sorry.
So, trite. Someone planted the evidence in Maggie's pocket. That's a pretty bold statement. Care to back it up with some evidence?
Well, love to if I had any. It appears you have no evidence to support your theory, Mr. Wright. Continue with your testimony, witness. Well, it's only the first witness. I don't...
Yeah. And that was it. There was nothing else missing from the crime scene.
The CD? The newspaper he was drawing on?
Nope. Nope.
So the $500,000 lottery ticket and the bottle of poison were accounted for. But the newspaper, yes, because we've already identified it was his handwriting.
Yeah, and that's on the crime scene, so...
I didn't find it, it was behind the shelf.
What's something that we have not found? That we know exists.
The CD?
Not the CD, because we don't know if that it really exists.
The phony?
We know the phony exists, because we bet him.
The lottery ticket?
No, we have it. We currently have it.
The lunch?
The lunch never existed.
The cocaine?
The cocaine, yeah.
Yeah.
Sort of. On the vet track.
Interesting. It's true that those two items are accounted for, but wasn't there another lottery ticket that was stolen that day? Oh yeah, the one the restaurant owner took. He won a whole $1 with it. What a lucky guy, huh? And you're just going to let him get away with that? That's rude. It was just $1, detective.
I guess no one cares when it's that little. Except for Gumshoe.
If I don't find a hole in this testimony, the judge is gonna hand down his verdict. The judge is gonna spank me.
Ooh. Gumshoe isn't giving us anything to work with. We can't find any contradictions if he doesn't give us something.
Yeah, that's true. Maggie and Gumshoe are like dumb and dumber.
2.
They're farting in a car. Our only hope is that they were so dumb they messed something up.
Come on, Gumshoe. Be the dumbest you've ever been. Alright, what am I doing?
Evidence me.
Oh, yes. So, yeah. What is missing? Yeah.
What is missing?
My Magatama. Magazine clipping, who cares? Yep, yeah, this, says about MC bombing and that stuff. Job listings. Don't really care.
Oh,
The lunch special, it sucks, but it's also expensive. Jean Armstrong is $1 million in the debt, $500,000 in debt. My phony scooter died from potassium cyanide between 1:30 and 2:30. This is where the victim was sitting.
So, just from the start, because I pointed out when it first happened, the fact that he had no wallet and it's expensive.
Yeah.
I'm gonna assume that's not what we're gonna talk about.
No.
At this point. We're gonna go over the fact that the drugs are missing.
Fuck! No, of course not. 20, 40, 50, 55, 55, 50, 60, 56, 70, 70, 70, 70, 70, and fuck, 600 over here, 600 over here, 700, we got 700 over here, we got 800 over here, we go to 1,000 and sold! To the fat guy down there with $1,000.
With the world's itchiest nose.
Yes.
It really won't stop itching, I swear.
Getter should be here by now, but guess they just didn't look at my email.
Detective Gumshoe. I think I should point something out to you. There's just one small contradiction in your testimony. They're turning into hockey. Finally! I'm getting all anxious, waiting, so hurry up, will ya? You testified that nothing else was missing from the crime scene. However, the prescription bag you mentioned was empty. The officers recovered the medicine from the scene of the crime later? No, they didn't. The victim was given a prescription right before going to Tribulations, where then... I know I'm kind of saying it wrong, but that's because I watched Psyche K, and Tribulations is stuck in my brain.
Unforgivable.
Did the medicine disappear too? You are too cool, pal.
Ooh.
Yeah, indeed. Due consideration was given to the victim's prescription in the previous trial. Witness, why do you always overlook such vital pieces of evidence? I guess that's the most careless thing I've done so far, huh? The victim was killed by poison, and the victim's medicine mysteriously disappeared. The victim's own prescription could have been the lethal poison itself. All right, Godo, come on. Come on, Godo.
Come on.
Hit me, I want you to hit me. I want you to.
Come on.
Come on. I'm not gonna kill you. I'm just gonna torture you.
Yeah. I'm just gonna kiss you.
Oh God. That's not the Heath Ledger Joker.
Oh.
That's the Jared Leto Joker. From the Snyder.
That's from the Batman X Superman.
Well, Mr. Godo, What do you have to say to that?
Huh. That's all.
What?
Read for the court the name of the clinic on the prescription bag, if you will.
What's the clinic saying got to do with anything? No.
No.
No!
Okay, we're good.
New ear otolaryngological.
No, just go logical.
Oh, laryngological.
Otolaryngological.
Clinic. Otolaryngological. Just what kind of illness was the victim suffering from? A cold? It's gonna be a cold. Mr. Godo.
Hardly an illness, Your Honor. More like a bitter war wound, you could say.
Does this man have fucking PTSD?
No.
A war wound?
The day before the incident, Mr. Elk found himself in a fight.
With his mom.
He took a blow to the side of the head and ruptured his eardrum.
You know what's funny? I can actually relate to somebody in this game now. As a kid, I ruptured my eardrum.
You've never been in a fight before.
No, but as a kid,
Until today! This Sunday! Sunday! Join me in the ring for WrestleMania!
That was last week.
Fuck!
You're 1 week too late.
Damn it.
And it was okay. It
No.
wasn't the best. Shockingly, the girls' matches were good.
I know they were.
You ruptured his eardrum? By the way, that stuff fucking hurts.
Yeah. The medicine, you mean?
The rupturing your eardrum.
Oh.
The medicine's very uncomfortable.
Oh, yeah, that's what you mean. Yeah.
But the actual rupturing my eardrum, I was a child when it happened, so
Ooh.
it was a lot of pain for me.
Yeah.
It kind of feels like there's something in your ear that's moving constantly.
Oh, yeah. Ooh. Like a worm.
And all it is it's for me it was blood. I had a lot of blood coming out.
Ah. Poor you.
When I got out of bed in the morning,
Son.
because I couldn't sleep at all that night because it just kept feeling like there's a sharp pain and like it felt liquid. Got up, my mom went into my room, which was on the second story. But I lived at the really terrifying house.
Yeah.
She went up there, or I brought my pillow down. It was just covered in blood.
Oh.
And my mom's like, "All right, you're coming to my work with me today." Yeah. Then what on earth was the prescription he was given?
It was a cream that was to be applied topically inside the ear canal, not to be ingested.
Mine wasn't a cream. Mine was drops.
Ah.
Had to wait for the blood to stop, and then you put ear drops in.
I see. Well, like eye drops, but it's ear drops.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's mentioned in the autopsy report if you read the fine print.
And the way it feels is if you go into a pool and put your head in water and you get water in your ear, and it like bubbles in and you can't hear anything. That's what it feels like.
Yeah.
And then when you shake your head, you can like feel it, but it won't pop. That's what it feels like. It's the most uncomfortable shit ever.
They found traces of the medication in the victim's left ear.
But I did get a lasagna.
Yeah. There we go. I can't do it. I don't know if that picked up.
That's how I put the cream in my ear.
Yeah.
Yes, here it is. It's very, very fine print.
It seems Mr. L correctly applied some of his medication while he was at Tribulations. Therefore, it would be absurd to believe that he would have eaten his medication.
Seems that this medicine is irrelevant to the case after all. No.
Nick! If you don't think of something quick, it'll all be over.
She's right. I can't get away with any old weak objection. What should I do?
You did have one thought beforehand. That might be on the right track.
So, what I was thinking, which is probably wrong now, is he was listening to the radio,
Not that, no.
but he had a busted eardrum. Unless it was the other eardrum that was broke.
He's got a good ear.
For the victim, the doodle. I'm gonna assume that. Only moments ago, Mr. Godo made the following statement. It seems Mr. L correctly applied some of his medication while he was at Tribulations. If that's the case, then why was the medication not found at the scene of the crime? But the medication in question was for topical use inside the ear canal. It doesn't change the fact that it could not be found at the scene of the crime. Or crime scene. However insignificant it may seem, it's a lawyer's duty to pursue the truth.
You know as well as I do that the medication is irrelevant. It hardly seems likely that a prescription drug would contain potassium cyanide.
It hardly seems likely that the coffee the waitress served would contain it either. But it did, and the possibility is undeniable.
Ugh.
That's enough, you two children. Mr. Godo is the detective the only witness the prosecution wishes to call. Mr. Godo? I got my own witness I'd like to call, sir. It's the old man who was at the restaurant on the day of the murder. Victor Kudo. Pigeon hater. Very well, the matter of the disappearing medication seems little more than trivial at best. However, it wasn't explored at all in the previous trial, and that is something that bothers me.
Yay! Good job, Nick!
My face!
Ow!
The court will adjourn for a 10-minute recess. After which we will hear the prosecution's next witness.
Huh. I suppose this means I'll just have to finish you off in my last 6 cups.
You're gonna do what to me?
Huh?
Your Honor, I'm gonna need more than 10 minutes recess.
And we're gonna have sex with Godo in
the next episode.
So you're gonna watch this episode of Phoenix Wright, Trials and Tribulations, select script, and above it all, 5 to be open with cheers.
Every day.
Bye-bye.